Hi, good morning. My name is Siobhan. I'll be on side to work with you. And your name is?
My name is Debbie.
Debbie, okay. And your baby's name?
Brittany.
Brittany, okay. Have a seat.
Thank you.
I've looked over a little bit as to, as far as, why you're here, why you came into the shelter this morning. But you just want to tell me a little bit about, your situation or, how you ended up coming here this morning?
I'm running from abuse. I'm running from my husband because he is verbally and physically abusive to me.
Okay.
And we've had some incidents that have kind of instilled in me some fear, and I just don't want to be in that situation because I'm afraid he might hurt me or my child. So I'm really looking for help, like not to go back to my household. I don't want to go back there.
Okay, I understand. So you do not want to go back to your household?
No, I don't feel like it's a safe environment for me right now, nor for my baby.
Okay. Okay, well, I just want to applaud you for coming in today. This is, you've laid the foundation as far as coming in and seeking help to, protect you and to protect your baby Brittany. So just thank you for coming in. It takes courage to come in. You won't believe how many women don't have the courage just to come in to, seek the assistance and end up, in the hospital or sometimes, badly injured. So thank you for coming in.
Okay, thank you.
I have a series of questions that, I would like to ask you, but before I ask you the questions, I just want to know, are you thinking about harming yourself or any suicidal thoughts or anything like that?
No, I'm just afraid of my husband. I don't feel like I want to hurt myself. I just don't want to be hurt, and I don't want my child to be hurt. I don't feel like taking my own life for no reason. I want to live, so that's why I came here.
Okay. And is your husband at work or something like that? Did you just, like, you and your baby just left this morning and just came here this morning?
Yes, I left this morning because last night we had a bad incident of fighting. And so when he left for work this morning, that's when I made my decision to leave.
Okay. Okay, so you just grabbed your baby
I
and you just left.
I didn't bring anything. I'm just dressed as I am because I don't want, he might come back to get lunch, or he sometimes does that, and I didn't want to be there when he came back because he might continue the abuse. We went through a lot last night, and I'm just living in fear.
When did the abuse start? Like, when did he begin to, become physical with you?
Well, it didn't start out physical, it was more verbal. That was like maybe a few months into the marriage. Because the first 3 or 4 months we were okay, we got happy. And then I noticed that he was starting to make comments, like insults, saying things about me, how I look, how I dress, and just putting me down all the time. And then after that, he started to like slap me and twist my arm and stuff like that.
Have you ever been hospitalized from his abuse or anything like that?
No, but there was one occasion that I just wanted to get out of there and maybe go see somebody to talk to, but then I said, okay, he's going to be all right, he'll calm down, and so I didn't go.
Okay. Can you please tell me, like, your most vivid memory of him hurting you?
Well, there are a couple. Besides twisting my arm and slapping me, there was one occasion where he was hitting me kind of hard, and so I tried to leave.
Okay.
And in doing that, he came and he blocked the door, and I sort of pushed him out, tried to push him, out of my way so that I could get out. And that didn't go too well, so he like really punched me hard, and then I wasn't able to leave. I just stayed.
Okay. Do you have any idea as to why, like, over a period of time, like, he became abusive? Like, do you know?
Well, I know one thing I don't do anything but take care of the house and take care of my baby. But I know I lied to him once
Okay.
about birth control because I don't think he wanted any kids, and because he was being abusive, I kind of thought that if I had a baby, that might make the relationship closer. So I lied to him about taking the birth control. He was always asking me, did I take my pills? Did I take my pills? And I told him yes, but I really wasn't taking them, and I got pregnant. He didn't like that idea, but he seems to have adjusted to it after a while. But he brings it up sometimes and throws it up in my face, that I was a liar.
Okay. So if I'm understanding you correctly, you're saying that you lied to him about taking birth control, and thus you became pregnant, and he was upset about that.
Yes.
But after a while, he adjusted to it.
Yes.
Okay. So in your mind, if I'm understanding you correctly, you were saying that you were trying to make him happy.
Yes.
By having the baby.
Yes.
But you thought that maybe it was a bad idea.
Now, in hindsight, yeah,
okay.
I think that was a smart thing to do because he never stopped hitting me, and now I have a baby that, might be in jeopardy.
Okay.
If he's hitting me and I have the baby in my arms, she might get hurt too.
Okay. I see. Okay. Alright, I'm just trying to put everything together and to see as to when the abuse started and what, made him become angry and start, hitting on you. So I'm going to begin to ask you a series of questions just to get a better idea, of your family background, and so that way that helps me to better help you.
Okay.
Okay? So just tell me a little bit, about yourself, about your family, any brothers or sisters, things along that line.
Well, I lived, before I got married, of course, I lived with my family, my mother and my father. And my father was always abusive to my mother, verbally and sometimes not really too much physically, but just really making her feel bad. Okay? So my mom started drinking, and now she's an alcoholic. And my brother lives at home with them, and he sells drugs. So that's a big problem for them. And one of the reasons I think that prompted me to get married so early or leave the house is because they had enough to deal with, and I didn't like living there under those circumstances.
Okay. So was your father ever abusive to you in any kind of way?
Verbally, yes.
Okay.
He would criticize and make remarks about me. I don't know why, but he was always critical of me. Yeah.
Okay. But never physical.
No.
Okay. So you said you have a mom, and she is an alcoholic.
Yes.
And your dad, he's emotionally abusive.
Yes.
And you have one brother. You say he's in and out of jail.
Yes.
For possession of drugs.
Yes, he sells drugs. Yes.
Okay. So you feel as if maybe your family will not be supportive, of you with
I don't
the
think
situation.
they can really help me because they have too many problems of their own. And my father, he's not going to be able to help me because he's, was always abusive towards me and to my mom. He's not going to be able to help me. My mother's not going to be able to help me because she's high on alcohol most of the time. And my brother, he's younger than me, and he sells drugs, so I can't really get any help from them.
Okay. Do you have any friends? Maybe have you ever talked to anyone about your situation or what you've been going through with your husband?
I have one friend that actually I've lost contact with. We were close friends, and we used to talk about our different lives and our problems. But I've lost contact with her. She was the one that I trusted. She was the one that I would go to when things were going on with me. But I'm not even sure where she is now. I know she used to work at a restaurant, and that's the kind of work that she does. And I guess if I was to really try to find her, I might be able to, but it's probably going to be difficult. But that would be the one person that I could turn to.
Okay.
To help me out, you know, while I'm going through this.
Okay, and I could possibly help you with that. You said she worked at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the restaurant?
I don't really remember it, but I know it was like, what do you call, not like a McDonald's, but one of those fast food type situations, you know, so if I jog my memory, I might be able to come up, yeah.
Do you maybe have any idea the area that that she worked in? Because we can narrow it down just in case if we need to, you know, call her to if you and your baby.
Well, they have a what you call a lot of different locations.
Okay.
So once I could remember the name, I might be able, you know, with your help, call and see if they have somebody working there, you know, by her name.
Okay.
And I start like that.
Okay. Is the reason why you lost contact with her maybe because your husband was trying to keep you from her?
Yeah. I didn't have too much of a social life to begin with. She was my only friend, and then after I got married, he's not the type of person that wants people to come in his house and, you know, stuff like that. And then I didn't want her to actually know everything that was, you know what I'm saying? If she showed up and saw that I was being beaten, what she might do, or, you know, it was just like, I'm married and she's not.
Okay.
You know, that kind of way, so.
Okay, I understand. And you were, you know, trying to protect her as well.
Yeah.
Because you might have become angry with her being at the house and maybe have, you know, hit her as well. So, okay, I understand. I could try to, you know, help you find her, you know, so maybe that can be part of your safety plan for you and your baby to go to. Your educational background, you tell me a little bit about your educational background?
Well, I graduated from high school. I kind of wanted to go to college, but then I got married instead, kind of like get away from my own family situation. I haven't thrown it out the window, but now I have a child to think about, so that's kind of pushed to the back. So I just have a high school diploma.
Okay, and what about your husband?
He graduated from high school as well.
Okay. Did you two graduate from the same high school?
Yes.
You did? Okay. So both of you graduated from the same high school. You dated for a little while, and then shortly after you dated, you got married. You got married. Okay. And you were just trying to get out of the house.
Basically, I think that played a role. I loved my husband though, but it played a role in terms of my being at home. I wasn't comfortable there. There was too much going on.
Okay. Okay. Did you have any mental health history?
No, not really. I was always pretty happy-go-lucky. You know, I participated in activities at school and stuff like that. I never really. You mean like a psychiatrist or something like that? No, not at all.
Okay. Like yes, psychiatrist or just, you know, ever been admitted to?
No, I've never been to a counselor or hospital. No.
Okay.
Not for any mental health issues. No.
What about medication? Are you currently on any medication? Any past history of medication?
No.
Okay. As far as what's going on with you right now, with you, you know, being stressed out and having anxiety, do you feel as if you may need some medication to help you?
It has crossed my mind because when I get upset, I just feel sick and nervous, and sometimes it's hard for me to deal with the baby. Not that I would hurt my child, but I just feel overwhelmed sometimes, and I'm thinking that maybe something to help me sleep, because I'm in such fear that sometimes I cannot sleep, and I just feel anxious and fearful all the time. So yeah, I think I might need something to help me with that now.
Yeah, to help you with that
right now.
Just right now because of your current situation. and can help you to relax
Yes.
more as well. Okay. I'm just taking notes too, so I can reflect on the
I
notes.
understand.
You know, just to
Mhm.
better help you and help baby Brittany, who's soundly asleep. Hi Debbie. Do you have any legal history at all?
You mean like being arrested or being in some kind of trouble? Or I have never been in any trouble or been arrested. No.
Okay. So no legal history. Okay.
No.
What about your husband?
As far as I know, he's never been arrested or been in any trouble. He went straight from high school to work, and then of course, we got married. That's pretty much.
Okay. Are you aware of any past abuse from him at all? Like, maybe a previous relationship?
No,
or that
I don't know
he
that
ever
much about any relationships he ever had. No abuse of any nature. I don't have any, privy to that information.
Okay, so not aware. Okay. Any history of sexual abuse?
No, I've never been sexually abused.
What about your husband?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. Any substance abuse history at all?
No, but my husband drinks.
Okay.
He drinks every day, every night, actually.
So he drinks. He drinks
Yes.
often.
Yes, every day.
So is that when the abuse starts? When he drinks?
Well, there's more. He doesn't have to be drinking to abuse me, but I noticed that it's a bit more when he has had a few drinks. Yes.
Okay, it's more.
He's more argumentative and agitated. Or
Okay.
whatever.
So more argumentative and agitated.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I guess, one of the triggers as far as when he drinks. But you said he's more
Yes.
abusive.
He's more
Okay.
aggressive and abusive during that time.
Debbie, are there any other triggers that make him want to be violent towards you?
I think I mentioned before, if I didn't, it's about the birth control issue. He didn't like that at all, but the finances, we always argue over money, not enough money to go around, and the way that I spend the money. He seems to think that I overspend and we run short of money too often, so he blames me for that.
Okay. So he blames you for spending the money because he's the only individual that.
He's the only one working. I don't have any source of income. I'm just home taking care of the baby. I would like to go to work, but right now my baby's only 6 months old.
Okay.
So I don't know if I could get some assistance somewhere to offset that, but right now finances are a big problem.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here at this shelter, we have tons of programs that will assist you. We even have a transitional housing program where you're here at the shelter for 45 days, and then you apply for the transitional housing program, and you're able to stay there from 18 to 24 months.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, we help you get into school. We help you find a job. We just require that you just come to the group meetings, for the women that are there in the transitional housing.
Okay.
So it's a really good program, to help you, stay on your feet, and it's hidden, so that way, your husband won't find out, where you are.
Okay.
Like the location is not disclosed.
Okay.
Okay, so that way you feel comfortable and feel protected.
I'm very worried about that. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
And that with that paperwork, I'll be able to help you fill it out. If you want me to sit with you, we can fill it out.
Okay.
It's just like a little small packet, but we'll get through it. Debbie, now that you're here at the shelter, are you sure you wouldn't want to maybe talk with your mom about this, or maybe anybody in the family about your situation?
I might want to talk to my mom because there have been times when we have talked about things because sometimes she confides in me about what she's going through. And now that, I've left my home, she may come to look for me and I'm not there. That's an
Right.
issue. She would probably be upset that I didn't tell her what was going on. So maybe I should not be worrying about the fact that she can't help me. I should be worried about the fact that as my mother, she should know what's going on with her daughter.
Okay.
And maybe I'm just judging her and not looking at what she might be able to do. But at least she should know.
Okay.
I think that would be a good idea at this point. Yeah.
I think so too, because like what you just mentioned, she might come to the house and you might not be there, and your husband, of course, he's gonna soon find out that you're not at home. He's probably gonna maybe go to your parents' house and see if you're there looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it would be a good idea to tell your mom if you can trust her not to tell your
Yeah, I was
husband.
going to mention that. I'm
Mhm.
going to have to tell her not to reveal where I am.
Okay. Right, because we're trying to, keep you protected, and
Yes.
you came here for, help, so we're trying to keep you protected as much as possible. If you trust your mom won't say anything,
Mhm.
then I think it would be a good idea for you to tell her. That way, she won't be worried. Because if nobody knows where you are, you just came here, nobody knows, correct?
Nobody knows. I guess maybe, I don't know if maybe you could make an initial phone call for me and just kind of tell her that I'm worried about a trust issue with her, telling somebody where I am. Because I don't want to just go see her or
Right.
just
No.
tell.
Yeah. No, I don't want you to leave the shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
so
that
I
wouldn't be
would-
safe.
Okay.
Okay.
So you could call her for me and just, okay.
Yes.
Thank
I was
you.
just getting ready to say what I can do is just call her and not disclose where you are, and say I just want to let you know that your daughter and your granddaughter is safe. And I can just tell her if you would like me to.
Okay.
If you would like me to talk with her, as long as
Okay.
you give me permission to tell her.
All right.
Okay. All right. At least she knows that you're safe.
Yes.
But she doesn't have to know where you are, but at least know that you're safe and the
Okay.
baby is safe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? 'Cause I think somebody should know, because if
Yeah.
not, then they're going to call the police looking for you.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So somebody should know, so we'll make the phone call on that. So just to briefly go over everything that we've discussed, you do not want to go back home.
No.
You want to stay here at the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you are interested in the transitional housing program?
Yes.
Okay. And I will have to talk with my supervisor and find out openings and how many bedrooms we have. Because for you and the baby, I think it would be maybe a 1 or 2 bedroom, considering that she's still young.
Yes.
But in the meantime, while I'm talking with her about it, we could try to call your friend or try to locate her.
Contact, yeah.
Yeah, just in case.
Mhm.
Because here at the shelter, it's a 45-day stay. Sometimes when filling out the packet and getting everything that you need and getting it turned in may overexceed that time limit. But in certain cases, if it's only another 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks, then we just let you stay here,
Okay.
and then we help you get into the transitional
Okay.
housing. Yes. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get started. I'm going to get started on your paperwork and filling out everything, getting it turned over to my supervisor, and making sure that we find a room for you and the baby. Do you have any clothes? Did you bring any clothes with you?
I came just as I am. I don't have anything because I didn't want to go back to the house and risk him being there. Sometimes he goes for lunch or whatever, and he'll be mad that I'm not there.
Okay.
That might start some other type of issue with him. So I need milk for the baby, and I need a change of clothes. I need a bath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have all that here. We have a boutique here where you could, you know, buy some clothing if you're welcome to it. We have Pampers for the baby, milk for the baby. You know, we have everything here,
Okay.
you know, to help you. So, and we have a shower here, we have water here. So,
Okay.
yeah, to help you. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start the paperwork on everything as far as your stay here. And one more question I wanted to ask you. Have you ever heard of an injunction? Are you familiar with what an injunction is?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
You could tell me.
Yes. What an injunction is, it protects you from the perpetrator.
Okay.
And he can't come with so many feet, you know, to you and your baby.
Mhm.
Okay. And if so, then you call the police.
Okay.
Sometimes they leave before the police comes.
Okay.
But that's okay, because that's to help build a case on him.
Okay.
Okay, even, you know, if he, you know, finds out where you are at the, you know, transitional housing, or
Mhm.
if we locate your friend and you go stay with her, you know, for some time, you still call the police. Okay, because when you go back into court, then it'll be like a record of him, you know, coming, you know, within so many feet from you, you know, coming to harm you or the baby. Okay? Even if he says he just wants to talk to you, he misses you, you know, things along that line. It's just, you know, him trying to manipulate you to get you to come back home.
Okay.
You know, we don't want that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So that's what it does. It protects you. And it
Okay.
protects the baby.
Mhm.
So, you know, if that's something that you're interested in, like, I can help you with that. You know, we're connected to the local sheriff department here, and then we have the paperwork, and we can, you know, get it filled out and get it, you know, and, you know, put it in, you know. So
Yeah,
you know.
I would want to do that because I've never actually left before. I mean, I went and spent one night at my mother's house, and that really got him angry. So this time I'm going to be gone for good.
Okay.
So I could easily anticipate him wanting to find me, and then this is his baby too.
Okay. Right. I understand.
So I don't know what the Lord is going to say about that, about his rights, because he's abusive. So he's never really hurt the baby, but I'm afraid of that, of the potential for that to happen. So
Okay.
I would want to do that paperwork, the injunction.
Okay. Well, one of the programs that we have here is for parents who would like to see, well, the other parent would like to see their baby, but it's supervised.
Okay.
Okay, it's supervised. You don't have to be there, but there's a police officer there that protects, you know, that has a couple police officers there that protect the women or the men
Mhm.
there, because sometimes, you know, we have men that come in there as well that protect the men as well and the women.
Mhm.
So if you're interested in that, then we could set that up. Okay, but we can do that at a later time.
I
Like,
was
not
going
right
to
now.
say, I don't want to, not right now. I just want to get myself together before I start all of that other stuff because I'm just a wreck right now.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I want to just deal with the injunction right now,
Okay.
and that'll help me to feel a sense of comfort, you know, because I am really afraid of him.
Okay. Okay. No, I understand. I just want to make you aware, just
Okay.
in the future, you know,
Mhm.
if that's something that you're interested in. We do have those programs, that program
Okay.
here. So,
Mhm.
okay. So, again, I'm going to get started on your paperwork, and then I'm going to get you and Brittany set up in a room. If you want to eat first, and then, you know, take a shower, you know, feed her first.
Yeah,
it's
relax. I'm hungry.
relax, yes.
She needs something. It's been a few hours since I left home. She's sleeping right now, thank God. So
Okay.
she'll probably be waking up soon, hungry and crying.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get you two set up.
Okay.
And the kitchen is an open kitchen, so you're welcome to go in the refrigerator. It's just, you know, we're trying to make the women as comfortable as possible to feel like, you know, you're at home. You know, well, it's in a comfortable situation. Okay. So I'm gonna get you set up, get her set up, and you know, you're welcome to go in.
When you say set up do I have to share a room with somebody? Is that how you? What is it? Where would I be sleeping and where would my baby? Can we stay together?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes. We have two different parts here. We have the part where the women, the single women that come here, they stay on one side, and then the women with children, they stay on the other side.
Oh,
and you,
that's
yeah,
good.
so yeah, so you
Okay.
can stay in the room with your baby.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not we're gonna stay with your baby.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. So we went over the injunction. We talked about the transitional housing, and we talked about your friends. Okay. Okay. Normally
I have
we
a question. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I have a question about the transitional housing. That's like an apartment that I would have to pay for.
Yes, but the rent is on a sliding scale. It's very cheap. It's very cheap.
Okay, so that would be I would have to find a job within the 45-day period that you mentioned.
Well,
And I would apply for the housing, but in the interim, I have to find a job so that I can. Okay.
well, we understand that it takes a while to find a job. Like some, employment companies don't call you back until 30 days. And then with being here, then you have another 15 days. It's like, okay, where do I go from here? I just got this job. So we understand that. So we don't just push you out,
Oh,
when you
okay.
no, it's nothing
Okay.
like that. We just try to make the transition as smooth as possible.
Okay.
So that way you don't get panicky, don't think you can make it, don't think you can do it, and then you go back into that situation. That's what we try to
Okay.
prevent. So we work with you, we work for you. So yeah.
Okay.
So no, we don't push you out.
Okay.
It's not like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And I think I've got everything. The only thing we did not talk about was the safety plan. That's for women who maybe want to go back home. So we go over a safety plan with them. But in your case, you don't desire to. So we just, just going to get started, on the injunction.
Okay.
Okay. So I think I have everything that I need. And again, I'm going to get you two set up and talk with my supervisor about the transitional housing as far as any openings, anything like that. And you'll be good to go. I know you mentioned earlier that you're not having any, suicidal thoughts of harming yourself. But just in case, I want to give you my card, okay? I'm here at the shelter Monday through Friday from 8 to 6, sometimes on the weekends. But underneath my name and number, there's a 24-hour hotline, okay? So if you're feeling anxious or you get depressed or anything like that and you cannot get a hold of me, you can always call that 24-hour suicidal hotline, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna give that to you.
Okay.
I can't promise you that everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna be little, rough edges because I know it's different from being in your own environment. But I'm gonna do the best I can to, help you and your baby stay safe.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.